Yes. So that was the Dare
I did
decks.
not get that.
I was just
I did
saying
not get that at
OXP.
all.
I was just
Oh,
saying OXP.
OXP?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So next up we have All Good Things. Actually, I feel like we should have done this when David was still around, but whatever. Sorry, David. Sucks to be you. I mean, we miss
Okay,
you.
I'm sorry. Joseph, Joseph, is Will cutting in and out for you?
Yeah, Will, you're cutting in and out a bit at the
Interesting.
moment.
Yeah.
I think
Hopefully that's only
do
a
do
problem for you
your
guys.
do
I
your
haven't been really.
catchphrase and we'll see.
Hopefully that's only happening for you guys because the sound on my mixer seems to be catching my microphone pretty well.
Well, you're
Okay,
fine.
that's
Fine
no.
now again, anyway.
It's not that you're cutting in and out via mic. It's you're cutting in and out because of lag.
Hmm. That could be
Well,
problematic.
you seem better now.
I got better. I haven't dropped any frames and I haven't disconnected from Twitch recently, so I think we can just go with it for now. And hopefully it will
Wait,
be
hold up.
better.
We've gone an entire show without disconnecting from Twitch?
I know, right?
Huh.
Star Trek Attack Wing, Q Continuum OP, Month 3 Overview, All Good Things. So in this scenario, we have the objective token in the center. We have the future, the present, and the past, all marked by, well, mission token to help you remember which one, but it's not actually marked on the map. That would be cool if someone actually did that. But aside from that, let's see. The basic things you do in this scenario. If you're in the anomaly, you can static warp shell. If you do, it takes your action. If you don't, you suffer a damage. Executing warp shells is what gets you bonus points in this scenario. You have to forego your perform action step, though. So, as I understand it, if you forego your perform action step, you cannot perform free actions before or later in the round. Kind of like if you bumped a ship, because that means you're
Right, because
performing
you
your...
lose the whole step.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You just...
So a couple small minor problems there, but we'll go into that when we think about what kind of fleets are going to go into it. And then you have the time shift, and it actually comes with this handy-dandy little time chart that I'm sure should be multiple printed and posted at every table, but it's only going to come one in the scenario when it comes printed. Every turn at the end of the phase at the end phase of each round, you're going to roll a die. And it's basically the same if you go blank
Well,
or what? Tucker? Joseph, did you hear Tucker saying anything? Hello? Uh-oh, I think I lost him. Everything looks
It
frozen.
cut out completely on me.
Will?
I'm still here. We're still broadcasting. It's just
Can you
Skype
hear me,
that's being
Tucker?
bad. Now I can hear you.
Will, yeah, I think we've lost you. I
Can
can
you-
hear you.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Hold on. Joseph, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine, Tucker.
I can hear
Okay,
both.
I can hear you fine too. Will, your signal is extremely low quality and lagging.
Gotcha. Well, there's nothing I can do about that unless I reduce my bandwidth usage by affecting the actual broadcast. But aside from that, that's because there's a storm going on here. What's going on in chat? Galaxy X? That'd be nice. I was at the time shifts. We good with time shifting? Hello?
Yep, you're not lagging at the moment, so
Oh, good.
onwards and upwards.
Onwards and upwards. Time shift at the end phase. If you roll a blank or battle station, you're going backwards.
There we go. You sound better now.
You're going backwards in time. If you roll a hit or a crit, you're going forwards in time. And it's basically that easy. There's a lot of different things, though, that happen. You basically get a fleet action, and your fleet action changes based on the time chart. The past, you can remove a disabled upgrade token from one of your upgrades. or repair damage to your hull or shields. The present, you can re-roll attack dice or re-roll defense dice. Wait. Sorry, you can set an attack dice or you can re-roll your attack dice. And in the future, you may change your maneuver or you may perform an action as a free action. So all kinds of fun things. The present is going to be apparently a time of war because everyone likes attacking everybody. But main objective, destroy all of your opponent's ships, very basic. And the secondary objectives doesn't even get you a battle point. It's not just getting you fleet points. So really, I'm thinking the focus is just kill your opponent, eh?
So I suppose one could take a swarm of like 6 ships and make so many static work shells it would be impossible for his opponents to win.
I guess that depends because you can't. This scenario, you don't win based on fleet points if you get destroyed. Like you could have like 200 fleet points, and if the opponent destroys you, they still win. You just have more fleet points than they do.
Yes, that is correct.
Actually, Tucker, I think this scenario is kind of a good one for your pod knot or shuttle knot, right? Because those 12 or 14 points that you're sacrificing, you can recoup by doing static warp shells, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
And the plus
or
20 you get if you do the most is that's not an insignificant amount.
Yep. Or you could drop cloak mines in the middle of the anomaly.
Well,
or 3.
Or both.
Take 1,000,000 cloakers and have Mendak on a ship outside. I don't think that will keep them alive. But one of the things I like about this is like if you keep looking at the time chart, the thing that happened most is you get some kind of free action or attack die quality. And that happens in every time period. So I'm thinking that this would be an opportune time for conditional surrendering. Because usually the weakness of conditional surrender is that you're spending your actions to recover your ability to negate an attack. This helps negate that by re-enabling like a Lean Alice or something, or just outright giving you like a target lock or, you know, a reroll.
A target lock.
Target lock, yeah.
I mean, I see that. You're right. So maybe SotF conditional surrender and Wayun. Conditional surrender is not that bad. Throw Hood Riker onto the Wayun ship. What do you put on SotF for that?
What, as a person?
Yeah. Do you just use the cheapest crew you can, or is there anybody who's relevant?
I use Brun. That way, if they don't actually attack SotF, I can still discard him for an ability.
That's really good. I like that plan.
Brun's always a nasty one to deal with.
Romulan pilot might same kind of thing, similar cost.
Yeah. That would actually mitigate the APT you get from SotF a little bit, but then again, you're choosing to use, and you'd have to. That wouldn't work. Never mind. Ignore me.
But yeah, I mean, the other good thing about Brun is that he happens in the end phase, so you'll definitely be. You definitely don't have to choose it like before your actions or things like that.
So yeah. You know what else? You know what else is really good, by the way, in this scenario? This is like having a really big planet in the middle of the map. Guess what that makes good?
Cloaked mines?
Borg.
I don't know, because does the anomaly block line of sight? I don't think it does.
No, but you're either having to blow your action every turn to static warp shell, or you're taking damage.
Oh, that's a good point. And Borg can take the damage if they really wanted to. Or if your opponent's like
Yeah.
running the other way, I've got some bonus static warp shells I can just throw in there.
Or I could just like not fly into the middle of the anomaly. That's a thing.
What? What fun is that? Borg sounds Swedish. That's not how you spell Swedish. Darn you, Gruffin!
I found in Q2 that the bonus fleet points were really significant. So I think these will be too, especially the plus 20.
Mm-hmm. The other thing I'm thinking for the static warp shell is you skip your action phase, but if you're running one of the ships that does the disabling shenanigans, you can basically get actions, quote unquote, for not having an action phase, like the Excelsior that we had up at Worlds that was using like 4 disabling things. Bring along Phlox and Crusher, and then probably not Tuvok, but I don't know, something that's useful. Are there disables that add attack dice besides Tuvok?
What's
Well, okay, if you're on the Dauntless,
Well, the Dauntless might be out for some people by the time they get around to this one, so.
does Independent Taurus do that?
yeah, range 3.
Yeah, and then Malcolm Reynolds can discard weapons.
Try the name again.
Well, we could use.
No. Malcolm Reynolds is the captain in Firefly.
Oh.
You mean
Well, that's what he should do.
Malcolm Reed.
Malcolm Reed, yeah.
What? Wait, we're getting the Firefly in Star Trek? I'll take that. When was the
No
last time?
shields, no weapons. Another 4-point ship with 6 crew slots.
Yes,
That's awesome.
that'd be great.
That's perfect.
Actually, true story. Firefly has, well, I mean, now everything's not canon, but it was EU canon in Star Wars.
Oh yeah, they had it in that one shot, right? In the third prequel.
Yeah, that's the Enterprise. It's in one of the comics. Because in the episode Shindig of Firefly, very briefly, when they're on planet, right before Kaylee buys the dress, you can see a Corellian Corvette taking off in the background.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how I know all of these things, but I learned them at some point.
The Enterprise was in the third Star Wars movie.
The Enterprise...
The original Enterprise? No A, B, C, D, or E?
Hold on a second.
No bloody A, B, C, D, or E?
Hey, he wasn't
Okay,
there
here
for
we
the
go.
E.
It's in episode 1, actually, apparently.
It's the what, sorry?
It is in episode 1. It flies by very, very quickly in on a shot on course.
Hey, Tucker, I have a message for you from the chat.
Hmm.
You're a nerd. And the Millennium Falcon was in First Contact.
Yeah. Still waiting for that message, which got cut off halfway through.
Oh. Well, I did it for the folks at home, so they got it. You know what you are, you nerd. Nerd. Wait.
I'm gonna laugh really hard if you review this recording and like it's incredibly screwed up on your end.
Yeah, only for your speech, and no one cares what you say. Oh! I'm sorry, I'm just messing with you, Tucker. That and all the arguments on the Facebook page. Oh my gosh, why do people not understand how bad lure is for the game?
Oh, he's gone.
What? We lost Tucker? Tucker! I didn't mean it. Come back.
What?
What?
Who's gone?
Oh, okay.
What? No, I'm right here.
That's what you
Huge
say, but we're never
people.
sure about these things.
Everyone's back.
Anything else cool for all good things? I don't know. Cloaked mines, disabling shenanigan ships, and damage
Not really. I
cancellation.
mean,
It's definitely one of the OPs where, well, I'm definitely going to print out the little sheet, the little graphic that comes with it,
Oh yeah.
because being thoughtful about that is going to win and lose games.
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah.
Definitely do not swarm this one.
Well, a million warp shields. Oh yeah, fleet points still matter.
Well, they do if you get into like a tie at
Although
2-1. But technically,
yeah, I was just thinking, if you swarmed and then stalled for time, we win that way.
Really, you don't have to stall that long. It takes a long time to move 6 ships.
That's true. I actually abused the hell out of that in collective OP2. I ran 5 Klingons with dice increasers in quality and stuff.
Mhm.
And
How many turns did you
one
guys
of my
go
main ways to get points to win on points.
How many turns did you guys get?
There were times I didn't make it more than about 3 or 4.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I could see 3 Constitution, 3 fighter build actually doing all right. Because the fighters can do the static warp shells too, and they don't really need actions as badly, seeing as they only have 2 to make anyway. And it actually combines well with, since we were already talking about, we already get, free actions or dice modification. I mean, if you're just using the Federation coordinated attack, that's a disable
Actually,
to get a battle
you know what?
stations token, and that allows, and you can take a token from one of your upgrade cards in the past.
So first of all, I'm not sure that fighters are ships for the OP rules. But second of all, you know what I just realized? This is horrifying. You know what I just realized?
What did you just realize?
Since I want my ships to survive for this more than I want them to live, I don't want 3 Constitutions and 3 fighters. I want 3 Olympics and 3 fighters.
Yeah, that was an interesting point you made today.
Yeah. The
That's
one attack, one
horrifying.
defense, science vessel carrier of doom.
But
And then
those
shit, I can
classes-
officer. Go ahead, sorry.
those Olympic classes, when you're fighting against other fighter builds, you only maybe need 1 dice, right? You just need to get 1 hit across.
Especially
Yeah,
as the
I
early
mean,
starts.
and the thing is, since they're all mirror universe, I can officer exchange on Carol, Maxwell Burke, and probably the Doctor.
The Doctor.
Oh.
Pinecone, fleet points don't matter as much because they are not the main determination of the winner of this scenario if you destroy all of your opponent's ships. So generally, just go kill them. I like murdering people. I mean, in game, I like destroying ships of Star Trek things in game.
Exterminate, annihilate, destroy.
You are superior in only one way. You are better at dying.
What is that? No. You have to do the voices. Cybermen are superior in only one respect. What is that? You are superior at dying. It's there.
That was
Many
always
of
fun.
my impressions are pretty bad, but I'm actually decently proud of my Dalek voice.
All right, guys. We actually got some few minutes left. Do we want to pull up the grand prize cards, or do you want to just go through some news for it to end it up?
Let's do the prize cards. There are only 4 of them, right? And I mean,
Pretty
this
much.
is a good time to slot them in.
Cool. All right. For those of you who are successful in all of your queue standing adventures, we have...
Or who buy them off eBay.
True. The Q cards, all 5 of them, who are of the Q Continuum faction, which does not matter in initiative because there are no Q Continuum ships yet.
But you never pay a faction penalty for Q cards.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons Q is a really good admiral. Let's continue.
Q likes to go everywhere.
Is there an additional rule card or something?
There is.
Yeah, there is. There's an additional rule card. It has the initiative order, which puts Q ahead of everything, which doesn't matter because there are no Q ships. And then it says you never pay a faction penalty for Q stuff. It's great.
Oh, wow. That makes a big difference.
It does. Let's see. We have Admiral Q. 1 point gives -1 skill because he is constantly heckling your captain. Does give a talent slot, though, because he has an IQ of like 2,000. Fleet action, rotate your ship 180 degrees, place a number of auxiliary power tokens beside your ship equal to the speed of the maneuver you revealed this round.
Okay, you know what I just realized? This works oddly well on Deep Space Nine.
Because it does have a lot of zero maneuvers.
Well, that's the thing. Is it has a zero maneuver, and then it actually tells you how many. It doesn't tell you to come about. It tells you to rotate your ship 180 degrees, and that is crucial because that you can actually do on Deep Space Nine.
So you turn one way, and then you quickly turn around the other way. It's like a 360 no scope.
Or like you hold position, and then you can decide whether you want to turn around or not to get those pylon arcs in range. I think it's kind of cool thing.
Q is the best talent holder. He's the talent holder we need, not the talent holder we deserve.
So he's 1 point, right?
He is 1 point on any ship ever.
But he
good.
does cost your admiral slot, and he does reduce your captain skill by 1, which is not great.
Or you could use him for his 2 points of captain skill.
That's true. You could do that.
Though it's really more fun to be able to turn about with anything in your fleet.
So a 1 come about for 1 ox token is pretty darn good.
Or we could get some Segner's loops going in Star Trek Attack Wing.
Yeah, because you can do like a hard 1 and then Q. Also, that reminds me, this works great with extra movement effects, I think. Because, wait, hold on, how would that work? Yeah, because what you could do is you could just like perform a 1 straight and then, discard an upgrade from the Scout Cube to go 3 straight and then do your come about and you'll only take 1 Ox token, I think.
Because your dial only revealed a 1 maneuver.
Right, exactly.
And he's only 1 point.
You could put yourself in screwy directions with independent fleet captain.
You could put this with a generic captain and have a skill 0. Great for bumping.
Yeah. You can put there's a combo I have in mind, but I'm sort of keeping it in my back pocket until I find a place to put it, and I can sort of display it in all its glory. So.
Gotcha. Fair enough. Let's see. Next up, we have Captain Q, the female, a 7-point Q captain. She has a talent slot because, of course, all Q have like 2,000 IQ. Action. Place an additional shield token beside your ship. When taking damage this round, remove the shield token first. If all of your shields are destroyed by a single attack this round and your ship suffers any damage to its hull from that attack, the damage is increased by +1 normal damage. If the shield token is unused, remove it during the end phase.
This card is so bad.
This is another... Her ability is another evade tax for people who don't know what the evade action is.
Yeah, it's literally advanced shields, except your ship gets more damage, you get hit. It's so bad.
On the other hand, you completely ignore her ability, she's 10 points.
Yeah,
or she's 10 skill.
So is Salatrell, or the Doctor, and I'd rather have either of them.
But she's 10 in movement and in firing. As long as you don't put Q on Admiral Q with her.
Tell you what, you take Q female, I'll take Gen Con. Is that fair?
7 points is a lot for just 10 skill. Can you get 10 skill cheaper than that?
Oh yeah.
You can
both ways.
Yeah.
Any 8 skill captain plus a 2. Well, Any 9 skill captain plus Heron gets you 10 skill. I guess technically not cheaper, but with way better abilities.
Yeah, I mean even Picard and
And a Romulan officer.
yeah, yeah,
Or Romulan
yeah.
security.
So she's no good.
Yep. Or Ellen Garrick, too, I think will do it. Anyway.
That's a good point. Q2!
So she sucks.
We've got Q2. He's a 5-point Q question mark upgrade. This upgrade counts as either a crew, talent, tech, or weapon upgrade of your choice. Whenever a friendly ship within range 1 of your ship receives damage, you may discard this card to transfer all of that damage to your ship. I mean, that's kind of like screening or splitting up damage.
It's a one-shot Kraxon, and we're not seeing the Kraxon itself played much these days.
Mm-hmm. On the bright side, being able to count as a talent might count for something someday.
Nah.
You could put him as a crew with Wayun.
It might count for something someday, not now.
I think the Kraxon's ability is good. It doesn't see play because the ship is bad.
Q2 on Romulan
there
Science
could be
Vessel.
something to it.
Q2 on Romulan Science Vessel. I don't like it. It's still too many points, Gruffin. Unless you're using it as like diplomacy first and then sucking up all the damage.
Yeah, but you're still sucking up all the damage, and due to the Kraxon rulings, there's no way to mitigate it.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
could be good for counterattack, but
maybe. Well, no, you don't take the attack. You just take the damage.
No, but the damage is all you have to take for counterattack to work. That was ruled with the Kraxon.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Think fast. 1 point Q talent. Here's our 1 point talent for that 1 point because, well, Q never suffers penalties.
Yeah, but it's kind of...
During the roll attack die step, when attacking with a primary weapon, you may discard this card and disable one of your other upgrades to gain +1 attack die for that attack. Or during the defense die step, you may discard this card and disable one of your other upgrades to roll +1 defense die. It's 1 point. More useful for disabling for somebody else's abilities.
If you really, really can't get one other point anywhere else in your fleet, I guess.
This is your man. This is your data queue.
It's primary weapon only?
Primary weapon only.
Yeah. Maybe with Cisco or something, Mirror Cisco, but yeah, it's not good. But 1 point would be interesting.
Having Mirror Cisco punch Q in the face, that would be a good talent. Can you Officer Exchange program the Q faction to get Q's talent for free? No, because Officer Exchange only reduces the cost of captains.
Correct.
And admirals. You can get a free Q admiral out of it.
And admirals.
So, question. Quinn? Wait, do we do Quinn?
Nope, we're on to Quinn right now.
Okay.
Quinn, 2 points Q crew. When your ship is defending during the compare result steps, you may discard this card to cancel one hit or crit result. He is the ultimate red shirt, and only 2 points.
It costs exactly as much as a shield or a hull, and it's always going to cost that much. So if you have the 2 points in the spare crew slot, it's like adding one to your hull value, basically.
Even better, because you just cancel out a crit.
Actually, yeah. So it's like adding one to your shield value. That can't. I don't know.
Jadzia would get played a bit, and what was she? 4 points?
Was she?
I
thought she was also 2 points, but strictly mirror.
No, maybe. I didn't think she was that cheap.
Jadzia Dax, 2 points. When your ship suffers damage to its hull, you may discard this card to reduce the damage by 1.
I've seen it played. Somebody at Worlds played it. I didn't like it, though.
Yeah, I'd rather just cancel the crit result.
Yeah.
Because there's enough things that, well, number one, you don't have to wait for it to go through your shields. So the first time you use this, he's already paid for himself. And of course, you could always equip him with someone that keeps him from killing himself, like Wei Yun. Apparently, Wei Yun is good at talking down Quinn from jumping out an airlock.
Nice.
Thank you, Griffin.
Nice. I love it. Cool. So this pack, probably not worth the grand prize, which is actually kind of nice for once.
Thank goodness that we don't have to go chasing this, especially since every prize pack only comes with one set.
Mm-hmm.
So now the judges don't have to feel so terrible about not getting their payment for what's essentially 5 cards. Cards, not even a ship, not even a giant cube. It's cards. Though it would be really cool to just have Q because John Delancey is pretty awesome. I want Admiral Q.
There are a lot of builds that, don't want another Admiral. And man, he, for 1 point, jeez, he's good.
Prize packs are supposed to have 2 sets, David, but all of the documentation I have seen says the kits only come with 1 set.
Yeah.
Unlike in the previous ones where that actually specifically said comes with 2 copies of Assimilation Target Prime or 2 copies of Cube 001. Or whatever that was.
Well.
Oh, you opened your Spice kit. Oh, there were 2. Okay.
Okay,
so,
great.
2 in the kit. Cool. I am sure a stump at my local store will be happy to hear that.
That's very.
So let me just look something up here.
Gruffin, if you somehow only suffer 1 damage per turn, it works well. That's a lot easier if you're also using the improved deflector screens. Improved deflector screens. -2 damage every round.
So right now, the only set of this selling on eBay is buy it now at $40. I would not do that.
No. I'll trade one of my extra. If anyone wants it, though, I'll trade one of my extra DS9 packs for it.
Will.
What? I will straight up trade an extra Quark for somebody's Admiral Q. That's the only one I care about.
Yeah, I know. I kind of want Admiral Q too.
Just because, even, well, he does have a pretty good ability, but even so, John Delancey, man.
Well, I mean, okay, like, I don't want Q2. I want Admiral Q also. There we go.
Indeed. All right.
All right.
That is everything then for us this week. News and fun things. We are definitely talking about lore controversy next week because, well, it's just everywhere right now, so why not? That's our preview for the Dauntless. Aside from that, though, it'll still be up in the air. Tucker, anything cool by you?
Yep, I have a thing to talk about. So, for all of you Attack Wing players who are going to Gen Con, Steven Twos is running a really cool OP event where there are 3 rounds, and every single round is one of the QOPs. And the finals is like for the grand prize pack. So if you want to go play at Gen Con, this is like a really good opportunity to play a whole bunch of the QOPs at once. Prize support is going to be pretty awesome, or so I hear, and you should go do that. Also, since somebody asked earlier, and then Will lagged and moved on quickly, so I didn't get a chance to say it. For anybody who's interested in listening into battle stations, it looks like I'm going to be releasing those every Friday. So look for that Friday.
Cool. And yeah, on the subject of the tournament, I think someone also posted that there's going to be a fairly large tournament down in South Carolina that's running all 3 Q events back to back. So if you're up for a little bit of travel in the southeastern United States and you want to give it a shot, I believe they're having a bunch of extra prizes, including door prizes for hoods and Sakharovs and all kinds of stuff. It's on the Facebook and it's on the Board Game Geek page. Don Megel is the one who is supporting it or promoting it. So take a look for that. That could be a cool thing to do if you have nothing to do on the weekend of the 18th. Joseph, anything cool going up by you?
I had my 2 OPs for the month this weekend, Sunday and Monday. Q2 and then Q1.
Oh, I missed
So
Q2.
Peter and I both went 3-0 on Sunday. We had 10 players, so we didn't cross paths. But he won on fleet points, so that was
Damn him!
frustrating. He's always a step ahead, except until Monday night. Then I got my hands around him and thrashed him in the final round and won that one too. So that's satisfying. My vengeance finally came from
Yay!
Worlds.
Nice.
But other than that, well, I'm neck deep in the lure controversy, so it'll be a show next week.
I really don't think it's that bad.
It can kill a Borg ship on the first turn,
It cannot kill a Borg ship on the first turn if you deploy properly.
but then you can never go toward the center of the map.
But since lure only works at range outside of range 1 to 3, they can't come into range and attack you while you're doing that.
So they kill your other ships.
They can.
No,
They
all
can.
of your ships are Borg. They just do that.
Well, then as soon as you get close to the corner, they're gonna 4 ahead you, and then 1 ahead the next.
Guys,
turn.
guys, this is next week. Thank you for having this preview for our next week controversy. As you can see, it's already a hotly debated topic. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on tonight's episode of State of the Federation. Pinecone, did you find Tucker's thing? Yes, he did. Perfect. Excellent. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Any last words that don't have to do with lure, guys?
Bottom of the ninth. 1
4-3.
strike away. 1
Let's
strike
go back.
away. 1 strike away. Stop hitting foul balls.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a good night, and may Q be generous with your dice.
State of the Federation is a production of Will Sanchez, Tucker Kobe, and Joseph Bandu. We are not associated nor affiliated with WizKids NECA Games, and all opinions are our own except where otherwise expressly stated. All copyrights are copyright the respective rights holders.